In chapter 292 of Blue Lock, we see the moment we've all been waiting for. Isagi is on the verge of his greatest evolution yet. Every match, he sharpens his vision, refines his instincts, and moves one step closer to becoming the ultimate striker. But something is still missing, something that separates the best from the legends. That missing piece? Predator Eye. And the key to unlocking it? The last person you'd expect, Ness. Think about it. Isagi has battled against some of the most dominant players in Blue Lock, yet each encounter has left behind a breadcrumb trail leading him toward this moment. His clashes with Rin and Kaiser weren't just battles for supremacy, they were lessons, blueprints for what comes next. Now, as he faces his final test, the stage is set for him to awaken a weapon that will change the game forever. But how does Ness fit into all of this? And why is he the one who will push Isagi to his ultimate breakthrough? Let's break it all down. During their initial encounters, both Rin and Kaiser showcased their exceptional shooting techniques, leaving a lasting impression on Isagi. Their presence on the field was overwhelming, and Isagi found himself struggling to match their skill level. In their first shared matches, Isagi could only stand in awe as Rin and Kaiser dominated, scoring goals at will. Their understanding of the game, control over space, and ability to manipulate defenders exposed the gap between Isagi and the elite strikers. After being thoroughly dominated in their first encounters, Isagi recognized the need to evolve. His growth was not merely physical, but deeply strategic. By refining his vision and analyzing their movements, he gradually managed to keep up with Rin and Kaiser. During these rematches, Rin and Kaiser unknowingly introduced Isagi to concepts that would later transform him into a more formidable striker. One such revelation was the understanding of vision. Rin and Kaiser approached shooting with a level of precision that was beyond Isagi's comprehension at the time. Kaiser's ability to manipulate defenders and shoot through impossibly narrow gaps was something Isagi initially dismissed. He labeled Kaiser's signature technique as Kaiser Impact, failing to recognize that it was a higher-level ability known as Predator Eye. Similarly, against Rin, Isagi failed to acknowledge the role of luck in key moments, an element that Rin had already incorporated into his game. After these rematches, Isagi began to understand the deeper mechanics of goal scoring. He no longer saw the game as a linear process, but as a dynamic system where variables like luck, positioning, and vision dictated success. This shift in perspective brought him closer to the next piece of his evolution, Predator Eye. By the time Isagi faced Rin and Kaiser for the third time, he was no longer the same player. He utilized Hiyori's assistance to score the decisive goal, proving that his adaptability had reached a new level. This victory was not just a win on the scoreboard, it was a psychological breakthrough. Isagi had overcome two of the most dominant forces in Blue Lock, leaving them stunned. Later, in the Blue Lock 11 match against Japan U20, Isagi once again leveraged his understanding of luck, a concept he had been exposed to during his second match with Rin. This demonstrated that Isagi was not just evolving his physical abilities, but also internalizing the mental and strategic components of high-level football. Observing these parallels, we can infer that there is a clear setup for Isagi to acquire Predator Eye and use it to score the final goal, cementing his place at the top. Just as he grasped the role of luck after his second battle with Rin, he is now primed to awaken Predator Eye, having encountered its principles during his second match with Kaiser. But how exactly will Isagi acquire Predator Eye? The answer lies in the chemistry between different player archetypes, geniuses and talented learners. A chemical reaction between two geniuses is an unpredictable and volatile process. Every genius operates on a unique set of instincts and desires, making it difficult for them to synchronize. Rin and Kunigami, for example, both possess extraordinary physical stats, but their mindsets are too different to create a harmonious playstyle. In contrast, talented learners like Isagi analyze and adapt to their surroundings, reacting faster than geniuses who rely on instinct. This adaptability allows them to create predictable yet effective strategies. However, the weakness of talented learners is that their strategies can sometimes be countered due to their logical nature. When a genius and a talented learner combine, however, the results are explosive. The talented learner creates a structured system that binds the genius's seemingly erratic actions into a logical framework. This process forces both players to evolve, one refining their instinctual plays, the other mastering a more advanced form of logic. This dynamic is what has allowed Isagi to consistently surpass his rivals. So why is Ness the key? The answer is in his playstyle. Ness spent years tailoring his passes to perfectly suit Kaiser's freedom-based shooting style. However, Kaiser ultimately found this unrestricted style limiting. Isagi, on the other hand, thrives when given multiple options. Ness's pinpoint passing ability can provide Isagi with the exact conditions he needs to unlock Predator Eye. Since Isagi has essentially stolen Kaiser from Ness, Ness may challenge him by delivering an exceptionally difficult pass. A pass designed to put Isagi in an impossible situation, with Rin standing between him and the goal. Unlike before, where Isagi relied on simple shot patterns, this time he will see something entirely new. With the perfectly timed, angled, and curved pass, Isagi will recognize that he now has total freedom over his shot course. No longer restricted by the obvious openings, he will begin to see the countless micro gaps Rin leaves in his defense. Initially uncertain, Isagi's doubts will fade when he realizes Rin's reaction confirms that these gaps truly exist. This realization will allow him to execute an impossible shot, threading the ball through a seemingly non-existent opening. With this goal, Isagi will fully unlock Predator Eye. This moment will redefine his playstyle, granting him the ability to control space on a level previously unseen. This transformation will have lasting consequences. Ness, having witnessed the power of restricted playmaking, will evolve his approach to football. Rather than granting unlimited freedom, he will refine his passes to add the necessary structure that Kaiser truly needs. Kaiser himself will not be displeased, quite the opposite. Seeing Isagi's explosive growth will ignite his own desire to evolve, ensuring that their rivalry reaches even greater heights. As for Isagi, his new ability will solidify his place as Bastard Munchin's ace and a true contender in the U20 World Cup. But even with Predator Eye, the journey is far from over. Isagi is finally going to unlock his next evolution, but will Predator Eye be enough to secure his dominance in the Neo-Egoist League, or is there still another challenge waiting for him? Let me know what you think about it in the comments, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. I yap about in-depth Blue Lock analysis, so you won't want to miss the next one. I'm Hoops and Anime, and that's about it. See ya.